Second.
And the motion is made and seconded. Any comments or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it, minutes are approved. Approval of the salary board actions.
I'll make a motion to approve all of the salary board actions.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the salary board actions. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Motion is adopted. Is there any other business to come before the salary board this afternoon? Okay, we will adjourn the salary board meeting. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, Paul. May we have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Cross?
Present.
Commissioner Herzog?
Here.
Mr. Eisenberger?
Okay, is there any public comment to come before the commissioners meeting? Hearing none, we'll move on to approval of the minutes of February 25, 2015 of the Public Safety Review Team. Is there a motion to approve those minutes?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Any comments? Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the minutes of the Public Safety Review Team are approved. Is there a motion to approve the personnel transactions?
So moved. Second.
Motion made and second. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Personnel transactions are approved. Before I ask Wendy to come up here, I just want to say that every year about this time, here in Cumberland County and across Pennsylvania, action is taken to approve April as Child Abuse Prevention Month. And this year, as we do that, we're also in the process here in Cumberland County of implementing 23 new laws that were passed by the General Assembly aimed at cracking down on what was once the hidden crime of child abuse. And these changes were rather significant. They impact the reporting, the investigation, assessment, prosecution, and judicial handling of child abuse and neglect cases across Pennsylvania. The legislation includes requirements of mandated reporters and clearances, and mandated reporters are those who come into direct contact with children in the course of their employment, occupation, practice of a profession, or as a volunteer in many programs and activities and services. By law, mandated reporters are required to report suspected child abuse, and the failure to do so is a significant crime, a misdemeanor of the second degree or a felony of the second degree. The county has taken measures to ensure these new requirements are met by all county employees who meet the criteria for mandated reporting, clearances, or both. And a policy has been implemented for all those who meet the criteria to complete their trainings and or certifications by the deadlines, in the legislation. Of course, one of the ways to prevent child abuse is to raise public awareness and also call upon our citizenry to also report when there are cases of child abuse. And there's a statewide line, I think the number is 1-800-CHILD-LINE, if memory serves me correctly, where anybody can call if they suspect child abuse. So Wendy, if you could come up here, because we'd like to take action on this proclamation. Stand over there. Wendy's the director of our Children Youth Services Department, and I'm going to read part of this proclamation, which mentions in the beginning there's 3.6 million reports of child abuse everywhere in the United States on an annual basis. In Pennsylvania, there are somewhere in the neighborhood of 27,000 reports of child abuse. Here in Cumberland County, we we've registered about 400 reports of child abuse on an annual basis. So whereas child abuse and neglect occur in all segments of society, and building awareness, providing education, inspiring hope are the best prevention methods. And whereas we all have the responsibility to protect and care for our children, and by educating ourselves and others, we can help prevent child abuse and neglect from happening in the first place. And whereas Cumberland County is committed to supporting and funding programs and services to protect children from abuse and neglect, and to educate the community. Therefore, the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners commends county agencies and professionals who are working every day to keep children safe, and hereby proclaims April 2015 as National Child Abuse Prevention Month. And Cumberland County signed Commission Chair Barbara Cross, myself, and Commissioner Eichelberger. So there you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wendy, would you like to say?
I would just add to what you've already said, that for Child Abuse Month, we will also be, again, flying the Child Welfare League of America flag, which symbolizes the worst of child abuse, which is a child's death to child abuse. So toward the end of April, it's going to be on the website. Picture from last year, but the flag will fly for one day commemorating National Child Abuse Month.
Okay.
Thank you for your continued
Oh, no
support.
problem. Commissioner Cross, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, you're the liaison to Children and Youth Services. Would you like to add anything at all?
Simply that it would be my prayer that this is the last month we ever have to, or the last year that we would ever have to do this. So, but while we know that we will continue to be vigilant, professionals like Wendy and her staff help and work each day to keep every child in Cumberland County safe.
Okay. So we're going to get a picture taken without you, Barb. Wish you were here.
You're here in spirit.
Okay.
Get one.
You want to run up and focus. You want the photographer, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Wendy. Okay. Now, we have, it's kind of like an interesting follow-up then. Nita Brewster from our CASA program. Nita, would you like to describe what CASA is? And I understand we're putting out a press release on this as well relative to tomorrow's Light of Hope ceremony. So
Thank
if you could
you.
maybe address the board.
Absolutely. I would love to tell you about the CASA program. So that's Court-Appointed Special Advocates. This is a voluntary program. The county sponsors it, and so we are very, very privileged to be here now for our 15th year. We're swearing in 8 new volunteers again, and I think every year Wendy and I are kind of in shock when we come into a classroom and see citizens, ordinary citizens who are willing to take the training, 40 hours of training, and do the really hard job of looking out for the best interests of children in collaboration with children and youth and other agencies. The other thing that I really like about this, our ceremony takes place twice a year where we swear in the CASAs. But the other piece I like about the spring in particular is the Light of Hope, which brings back the public awareness that you were talking about. It's an opportunity for us to do something that tells the community that there are some options out there for kids. And it's a tough world for them, but there are people who are very interested in helping. Also, it partners us with Dickinson College. The Theta has chosen CASA as their national philanthropy, and we're so fortunate to be right down the street from them. So they host us every ceremony that we have. We have a wonderful reception. So 6 o'clock tomorrow night at the old courthouse. We'd love to have people.
And I understand the candles are lit as a symbol of the hope of a caring adult, the hope a caring adult can bring to a child's life. So, in the event, look forward to being there tomorrow evening for your
And just
swearing.
so you know, they are battery operated candles.
All right,
So
okay.
courthouse is
Say
safe.
real fire.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For being here. All right, so we'll move on to items on the agenda. MacArthur Foundation Safety and Justice Challenge Technical Assistance Grant that was approved, or reviewed rather, at the March 12 workshop. So a motion to approve, is that application for the grant, I believe? Second, motion second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it. Looking for a motion to approve the adoption of the resolution approving the 5-year consolidated plan and fiscal year 2015 action plan, also reviewed at the workshop. Is there a motion to adopt that resolution? Second. Motion made, seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, the ayes have it. Approval of Cumberland County's employee voluntary separation incentive benefit plan for specific employees who were previously ineligible. Is there a motion to approve that? There's a motion made and a second. Commissioner Eichelberger made the motion. Mr. Cross, second. All in favor say aye. Opposed, the ayes have it. Motion's adopted. Approval of resolution 2015-6 regarding budget adjustments reviewed at the March 26 workshop. Is there a motion to approve that budget resolution? Second. Motion made and second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Now we have a series of contracts and grants that were reviewed at the March 26 workshop. Items A through J. Is there a motion to approve the contracts and grants? Is there a second? Second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Motion's adopted. Approval of capital project requests, also reviewed at the March 26, 2015 workshop. I'd like to take these as separate motions. Motion for IMTO logarithm request the purchase of a log server. Is there a motion to approve that?
I'll second.
Motion to approve and second made. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Motion's adopted. IMTO Computer Lifecycle 2015. Is there a motion to approve that motion?
Also
Is there a second? Motion made and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Motion carries. Approval of bid awards, also reviewed at the March 26 workshop. We'll take these individually. Approval to award the contract to Elite Plumbing and Heating and Air Conditioning for the removal and installation of 2 rooftop units at the Cumberland County Human Services Building in the amount of $19,479. Motion made, second? Second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Approval to award the contract to Old Glory Contracting for the removal of roofs, shingles, and installation of new roof, Cumberland County Allen Road Service Center Building in the amount of $62,050. Is there a motion to approve that? There's a motion on the floor, a second. Second by Commissioner Cross. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Approval to award the contract to Old Glory Contracting for the removal of roof shingles and installation of the new roof of the Human Services Building in the amount of $84,571. Is there a motion to approve that award of the contract? Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Motion's adopted. Approval of the award of the contract JB Roofing LLC for the removal of roof shingles and installation of new roof, the Aging and Community Services Building in the amount of $24,445. There's a motion made and seconded by Commissioner Cross. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay. Liz, is she here?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm going to go over these. Go over this again, please.
Yeah, Sandy should have provided you a copy of the timeline. I have a copy of this in front of you guys. For the Gallagher survey. We got all the jobs within the county slotted into the proposed classifications last week. And so this is the timeline of what we're looking to do to have everything finalized. So now that we've had all the jobs slotted into the appropriate classifications as determined by Gallagher, we need to meet with the compensation plan review team to go over those, make sure we're all on the same page. We're allotting a week to do that. We're hoping to do that next week. And then we have to meet with each department head and review the classifications that were determined for their department and who is slotted in each position. Once that's done, we'll make a final determination on the classification structure, and then Gallagher will overlay the salaries on top of the proposed classifications. They'll offer 3 options, and we're hoping to provide those options to you on June 4th during that salary board workshop. So that's the target date to have the final product to the Board of Commissioners to review.
On June 4th.
Correct.
Okay. So you would like our approval of the timeline? Is that what you're looking for today?
Just for information.
This is information
Yeah.
purposes? Okay.
And that would be June 4th, 2015.
Yes, June 4th, 2015.
Thank you.
Yeah, this year.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, so the next item on the agenda is approval of professional services contract for Affinity for Division of Labor for Management Services for Claremont Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. Is there a motion to approve that contract?
Also move for discussion.
Okay, motion made. Is there a second?
Second.
All right.
Professional services, we didn't have to bid this, correct?
Correct.
The answer to your question was correct.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is the same company that had done business previously with the county a few years ago, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Do you have a dollar amount on that contract?
Not with us. We can get that.
And the contract's for 1 year, 6 months, open-ended?
There's a dollar amount on the contract.
Hold on a minute, Barb.
Keith's getting his glasses out.
Sorry?
Keith is getting his glasses out, so.
I was wondering how long the contract was for and what the dollar amount was.
Okay.
I'll tell you what the term of it is first. It's for 1 year,
There's a 1-year contract.
correct? And the compensation is for the monthly financial analysis and monthly decision support, $2,500 a month. And the court,
$2,500 a month for 1 year, and that is strategic planning.
That is correct. Strategic financial reporting and planning.
So they're doing the financial reporting, not the finance department.
They're doing a strategic financial planning in terms of what the marketplace is. They'll be working with our finance department, but they will be bringing information in about the overall market beyond the internal performance of our own CNRC.
And this is for both the Heritage Harbor and Missions, and this is for NRCR, right?
It's for the entire facility, all components of it, yes.
Okay, so they're going to look at Heritage Harbor and the rehab center and the nursing home.
That is correct.
Okay.
the other part of the compensation is for quarterly reporting and presentations, which is $8,400 per quarter.
Keith?
Did you hear that, Mark? Yeah, that was Keith, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so $2,500 a month for 1 year. And at that end, their deliverables are a strategic plan for solvency of the facility. I guess what I'm just asking is, what will they're going to produce a strategic plan that will tell us the financials for, what, 5 years out, 10 years out?
1, 3, and 5 years, I think. is
1, 3,
what
and
it
5.
is. Right.
Okay. Just kind of want to make sure.
Any other questions? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, motion's adopted. Approval of professional services contract for Premier for Division of Labor for Management Services at Claremont Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. Is there a motion to approve that contract?
I will so move for discussion.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and second.
Yeah, same question. Duration of the contract, they're bringing in a license, is that correct?
Yes.
Their term is 6 months
Their term is 6 months?
with a possibility of another 6-month extension.
Okay. And the amount on that is?
I apologize, I don't have the contract with me. It was
Okay.
literally
That's fine.
concluded moments ago.
So it's a 6 month kind of open-ended?
Yes.
Okay, and it can be, for the licensing at Claremont, correct?
It's for the licensing, for the identification and recruitment of an administrator, and for various managerial support, particularly in the areas of marketing. Also the same mock survey work that they've done for us in the past.
So they've done the mock surveys before, and they will continue as part of this contract to do that?
That is correct.
Okay. With the deliverable that the mock survey addresses and identifies early potential issues that can be resolved prior to the Department of Health walking in?
Absolutely.
Okay. You can hear in my voice that to me would be sort of hold their feet to the fire on these mock surveys so that they're identified early, they're corrected, and yes, there's going to be 1 or 2 issues, but not an overwhelming amount.
Yes, that is the reason that's in there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Clark. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it, and the contract is approved. Item 18, general disbursements, transfer authorizations. Is there a motion to approve those?
I will so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it, and the motion's approved. Just to report, there was an executive session, March 26th, 2015, regarding personnel issues, and would like to acknowledge receipt of the monthly report from the coroner for February 2015. Is there any other business to come before the Board of Commissioners? Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned.
Aye.
Thank you, Barb. You get better, okay?
Better, Laura.